Hello, this is Lily de Silva, lesson 6, and this deals with the genitive case of the short a stem nouns. Now, the grammar says here that the inflections of the genitive case are very similar to those of the dative case. It would actually be more accurate to have said that in Sanskrit and Vedic, the genitive and the dative are completely separate cases. There are no forms of the genitive in any declension that are the same as the dative. What in fact happened was that the dative largely fell into disuse in Pali and got assimilated into the genitive, with one exception in Pali, and that is that in the short a stem nouns, the dative form ending in aya still survives. That's the only pure dative form that, almost the only pure dative form that survives in Pali. And as for the rest, it's just become assimilated. So in Sanskrit, the ending is for the short a stem is asya, written asya, and that becomes just a double s in Pali. So nara, narassa, matula, matulassa, kassaka, kassakassa. And in the plural, the ending is anam. In Sanskrit, it's anam with a long arm, but you can't have a final long arm. In Pali, it's shortened to So anam, nara, naranam, matula, matulanam, kassaka, kassakanam. So look at the examples in Narasaputto Bhattamyachati. The man's son asks for rice. Note that the word in the genitive normally precedes the thing owned or the thing possessed, in the same way as with the apostrophe s or s apostrophe form in English. So in number 2, for example, the uncle's friend, matulasa, of the uncle, the uncle's friend, matulasa sahayako ratam aharati. You could also say in English, the friend of the uncle, or the uncle's friend, but it is normal to put the genitive word first. So kassa kassa sukaro deepam dhavati. The farmer's pig runs to the island. Remember here, deepam in the accusative, that's the accusative emotion. So dhavati, he runs. Deepam dhavati, he runs to the island. And here in the plural, on the next page now, on page 20, Naranam putta bhattam yachanti. Naranam putta, of the men, the sons. So the sons of the men. Naranam putta, the men's sons. Bhattam yachanti, beg for rice. Matulanam sahayaka rathe aharanti. Uncle's friends bring vehicles. Kasakanam sukara dipe dhavanti. The farmer's pigs, dipe dhavanti, are running to the islands. Now, exercise 6. What I suggest, as before, is that I will read the sentence slowly and then pause the video, work it out for yourself, and then you hear my explanation immediately following. Kassa kassa putto vejassa sahayena saddhim agacchati. I did that slightly wrong. I was accidentally doing it in more Sanskrit form with a long a. It should be vejassa. I'll do it again. Kassa kassa putto vejassa sahayena saddhim agacchati. The meaning here, kassaka, farmer, so kassakassa putto, the farmer's son, agacchati is coming, vejassa sahayena saddhim. So sahaya, friend, sahayena saddhim, with the friend, vejjassa sahayena santim, with the doctor's friend. So the farmer's son is coming with the doctor's friend. Number 2, brahmanassa kuddalo hattamha patati. The Brahman's spade falls from his hand. Hattamha, from the hand, that's the ablative. Hattamha, from his hand. Patati, falls. Miga avartehi nikkamanti. Nikkamanti just means to leave or step out of something. But here, avartehi, avarta is a pit or a hole. The miga, the deer, are departing from the hole. The image from the holes, plural. The image I have here is that the deer had fallen into a pit, but had managed to escape from the pit. So miga avartehi nikkamanti. The deer are escaping or getting out of the holes. Varnijanamassa kasakasagamam dhavanti. So Varnija, merchant. Varnijanam, of the merchants. Assa, so the merchants, plural, horses. Dhavanti, are running. Kasakasagamam, to the farmer, apostrophe single, farmer's village, singular, apostrophe s, village. So Varnijanam assa kasakasagamam dhavanti. The horses of the merchants are running to the village of the farmer. Matulassamito tathagatassa savake vandati. There's a misprint in the Pali in sentence number 5. It's a tathagat, it's T-A-T-H, long A. Here it's misprinted with starting with a TH. If you look at the top of page 21, in sentence 20, it's written correctly there. It starts with a TA, not a TH. So, matulassa mitto, of the uncle friend, so the uncle's friend. Vandati, that's some praises. As we have the Buddha Vandana, the Buddha praise chant. Tathagatassa savake. He praises, so the uncle's friend praises the Tathagatas, the Buddha's disciples. Amacho bhupalassa khagena sappam paharati. Amacho, the minister, paharati, hits, smites, sappam, a serpent. Khagena, with a sword, but bhupalassa, khagena, the bhupala, the king. So bhupalassa khagena, with the king's sword. So amacho bhupalassa khagena sappam paharati. The minister strikes the serpent, strikes the snake with the king's sword. Varnija game manusanam pitakehi mache aharanti. Number 7. Varnija game manusanam pitakehi mache aharanti. This verb aharanti, they bring. Varnija aharanti, the merchants bring. It's got two accusatives. There's the direct accusative, which is mache, they're bringing fish, mache aharanti, and the accusative of motion, game, to the villagers. So the Varnija, the merchants, mache aharanti, are bringing fish, game, to the villagers, manusanam pitakehi, in the men's plural baskets. Pitaka, as in the Tipitaka of the Pali Canon, the triple basket. In English, we'd say bringing things in baskets. In Pali and in Sanskrit, you'd be doing it by baskets. That's being the thing that you use. That's why it's the instrumental. So Vanija Aharanti, the merchants are bringing mache, fish, game to the villages, manusan pitikehi, in men's baskets. Churu vejjasa sakatena mittena saha gamamha nikkamanti. Sorry, did I say nikkamanti? Nikkamati, singular. So the thief, churu, nikkamati is leaving. In English, you'd say leaving the village. The nikkama from the Sanskrit nishkramati is stepping out of or leaving. In Pali and Sanskrit, you say leaving from the village. So gamamha nikkamanti is leaving the village. Vijjasa sakatena, in the doctor's vehicle, in the doctor's cart. Mittena saha, with a friend. So choro vijjasa sakatena mittena saha gamamha nikkamanti. The thief is leaving the village with a friend, mittena saha vijjasa sakatena. We'd say in the merchant's vehicle, in the merchant's cart. Instrumental, literally by the merchant's, the doctor's cart. Upasakassa putta samanehi saha viharam gacchanti. So upasakassa putta, the upasakas, the lay disciples' sons, viharam gacchanti. Again, viharam is the accusative of motion. They are going to the vihara. Samanehi saha, with the monks. Yachiko amachasa sartakam ichati. This is the yachiko, the beggar, ichati, wants, amachasa sartakam. He wants the minister's robe or wants the minister's clothes. Mittanam matula tapasanam udanam dadanti. So mittanam matula, the friends, plural, matula, the uncles of the friends, mittanam matula. Udanam dadanti are giving rice. Tapasanam. This is the same genitive, dative, same form here. That would mean to the ascetics. So the friends' uncles are giving rice to the ascetics. Number 12. Divrasa kakachena choro kukuram paharati. So the choro, the thief, kukuram paharati is hitting the dog. Divrasa kakachena, with the fisherman's saw. Kakachena here from kakacha, kakachena, instrumental with a saw, the instrument being used. Bhupalasaputo amachasa asam aruhati. So the king's son, of the king, the son, Bhupalasaputo, aruhati, you can pabbatam aruhati, climbing a mountain, assam aruhati, which just would mean mounts a horse, literally climbs a horse, but mounts a horse. Amachasa assam aruhati is mounting the minister's horse. Number 14. Panditasa putta buddhasa savakena saha viharam pavisanti. Panditasa putta, the wise man's or the pundit's sons, viharam pavisanti, are entering the vihara, buddhasa savakena saha, with the Buddha's disciple. Suryo manuse rakrati, the sun in the sky, manuse rakrati, protects people. Number 16. Tejjasa sunako acharyasa sopanamha patati. So the Vejjasa sunako, the doctor's dog, patati, falls, acharyasa sopanamha. So sopana is a stairway or a flight of steps. So sopanamha patati. In Pali, you say falls off the steps. We'd say falls down the steps, falls down the stairs, falls down acharyasa sopanamha patati. So the falls down the teacher's steps. So the doctor's dog is falling down the teacher's steps. 17. Rajaka rukhehi uruhanti. The washerman, the Rajaka rukhehi uruhanti. Remember, aruhati is to ascend or go up. Uruhati is to descend. Aruhati to go up or to climb, or asamaruhati, mount a horse, that takes the accusative. Remember that uruhati, to come down, takes the ablative, so as in coming down from. So the washermen are coming down from the trees, rukehi, which is the ablative plural. Yachikasa daraka rodanti. So rodati is to cries and to weep. The Yachikasa daraka rodanti, the beggar's children are weeping. 19. Luddhikasa putta chorasa darakehi saddhim kilanti. Luddhikasa putta, the hunter's sons, kilanti, are playing chorasa darakehi saddhim, with the thief's children. Number 20. Tapaso tathagatasa savakanam odanam dadati. The ascetic, dadati, is giving odanam, rice, tathagatasa savakanam, to the savakas, to the disciples, tathagatasa, of the Tathagata. Samana acharya sahatena satake labhanti. So, samana, the monks, labhanti, are receiving satake, clothes, or the monks are receiving robes. Acharyasa hatena. Hatena, acharya, is the teacher. Acharyasa hatena, literally by the hand of the teacher. We'd say receiving it from his hands, but it's being offered to them by the hand, and they are receiving it from the hand. In Pali, you'd say they are receiving it by the hand of the teacher. Acharyasa hatena labhanti. Number 22. Choro varnijasa sahayakasma asamyachati. So the choro, the thief, yachati, is begging, an assam, a horse, varnijasa sahayakasma, from the merchant's friend, or the thief is begging the merchant's friend for a horse. Upasaka tathagatasa savakehi panhe puchanti. The upasaka, the lay disciples, puchanti, are asking, panhe puchanti, asking questions. In English, we say you ask somebody questions. In Pali, you ask questions from someone. This is why the savakehi is in the ablative here. So the upasakas, puche tathagatasa savakehi, panhe puchanti, are asking the Tathagata's disciples questions. Pasanamha migo patati, luddako hasati, sunakhad dhavanti. So, Pasana is a rock, migo patati. So, migo, the deer, falls off a rock. Luddako hasati, sunakhad dhavanti. The image I have here is that a deer is being hunted and he's climbed up a high rock, so the dogs can't get him. So the deer falls off the rock, pasanam hamigo patati. The huntsman laughs, luddako hasati, sunakha dhavanti, and the dogs run to get the deer, is the image I have from the sentence. Vejjasapato puttasahatamha patati. The doctor's bowl, a patto is a bowl, any kind of vessel. So Vejasa patto, the doctor's vessel, puttassa hattamha patati. Patati falls, puttassa hattamha, from his son's hand. Hattamha, ablative, from the hand. The image I have here is the doctor's son is holding a bowl and he drops it. So Vejasa patto, puttassa hattamha patati. The doctor's bowl falls from the son's hand. Number 26. Kumaro matulanam puttanam hattena odanam dadati. So Kumaro, the young man, odanam dadati, gives rice. Matulanam puttanam, here it's the dative meaning. So the matulanam is the genitive, puttanam, same form, is dative, so to the uncle's sons. So the young man gives rice to the uncle's sons, hatena, by the hand, in other words, with his hand, gives rice to the uncle's sons. Number 27. Sara luddakasahattehi patanti, miga pabbatam dhavanti. Sara, the arrows, patanti, fall, the arrows fall, luddakasahattehi, from the hunter's hand. So the hunter is dropping his arrows. Miga pabbatam dhavanti, the deer run for the mountain. That's a pabbatam, accusative of motion. The deer run to the mountain. Number 28. Bhupalasaputto amachehi siddhim pasadasma uruhati. So, Bhupalasa the king's son, pasadasma uruhati, gets down from the palace. So remember, the Pasad, not only a palace, but also specifically the upper roof of the palace, like the palace open penthouse. They're getting down or coming down from the palace. Amachehi Siddhim, with the ministers. 29. Vejjassa sono kassakassa sukaram dasati. So sono, the dog. Vejjassa sono, the doctor's dog. Dasati, bites. The kassakassa sukaram, the farmer's pig. Divaro manusanam machea harati labham labhati. Divaro, the fisherman, aharati, brings, mache, fish, manusanam, to the men, to the people. So the fisherman brings fish to the people, labham labhati. He makes a profit. Or he receives the receiving, he gains the gaining, just say he makes a profit. Labham labhati. So what I'll do now, I will read all these sentences through, 1 to 30. I'll read them through slowly, and try to follow the meaning. I won't translate, I'll just read it in Pali. Try to follow the meaning as I read the sentences. Kassa kassa putto vejjassa sahayena saddhim agacchati. Brahmanassa kuddalo hattamha patati. Miga avartehi nikhamanti. Varnijanamassa kassa kassa gamam dhavanti. Matulassa mitto tathagatassa savake vadanti. Amacho bhupalassa khagena sappam paharati. Varnija game manusanam pitakehi mache aharanti. Churo vijjassa sakatena mittena saha gamamha nikhamanti. Nikhamati. Upasakassa putta samanehi saha viharam gachanti. Yachako amachassa sartakam ichchati. Mittanam matula tapasanam odanam dadanti. Divarasa kakachena churu kukuram paharati. Bhupalasa putto amachassa sam aruhati. Panditassa putta buddhassa savakena saha viharam pavisanti. Suryo manuse rakhati. Vijjassa sunako acharyassa supanamaha patati. Rajaka rukhehi uruhanti. Yachakassa dharaka rodanti. Luddhakassa putta churassa dharakehi saddhim kiranti. Tapaso tathagatasya savakanamo dadati. Samana acharyassa hattena sartake labhanti. Churo varnijassa sahayakasma assamyachati. Upasaka tathagatasya savakehi panyhe puchanti. Pasanamha migo patati. Luddhako hasati. Sunakad dhavanti. Vijjassa patto puttassa hattamha patati. Kumaro matulanam puttanam hattena odanam dadati. Sara luddhakassa hatte patanti. Mega pabbatam dhavanti. Bhupalassa putto amache saddhim pasadasma uruhati. Vijjassa sono kassa sukaram dasati. Divaro manusanam mache aharati labham labhati. And that's all on this video.